In spring of 2025, a group of oceanographers from Mr. and Mrs. Meredith's classes researched many of the ocean's fascinating creatures. The oceanographers used the results of their studies to create their own science fiction ocean creature by combining two of the animals they researched. Together, each group published a book containing original artwork and stories showcasing each of their mutant creatures. This movie was created as a result of that work. WKID News. This morning has some crazy news reports coming in from all over the globe.
Yes, Sophia, I agree that all of the upcoming reports sound like a wild science fiction novel.
You're not kidding, Sophia. From what I've seen and heard, I'm not really sure someone's not pulling our leg.
Based on what I've seen, they're not just pulling our leg, they're trying to take it clean off. Wait until you see some of the images that have been filing into the newsroom.
Now to our ears on the ground. Elijah, what are you seeing out there in the Pacific? Thanks, Sophia. Things are getting a little fishy out here in the Pacific. We're live at Bees East Cape Offshore Tournament, where two competitors reported to say they blew up more than just a sea bass. Ansley, Nora, what happened up there?
Well, shit! We were just reeling in what we thought was a big old marlin. Rod was bending, boat was rocking, Nora screaming, "Don't let go!" Next thing you know, this thing flops out of the water, had the head of a dolphin and legs of a spider crab.
And it was mad, snapping, crawling, trying to climb the reef like it had somewhere to be. It ain't flopping like no fish. I swear it had intentions.
I ain't never seen no sea creature look at me like that. Like it was judging me. Like it once knew I tried to surf on a boogie board during a hurricane warning.
We tried to stop it, but it launched itself overboard like a gymnast crab on a mission. And then what? Anything else strange?
Yeah, under the boat saw a whole swarm of sea creatures swimming in a perfect circle.
Yeah, we did.
Like a tornado. All moving together like they were in some secret underwater meeting.
They were coordinated, man. Like synchronized swimming, but with teeth and glowing eyeballs. That wasn't fish behavior. That was organized. And did you feel anything strange? Smell anything?
Now that you mention it, it smelled like burnt batteries and sardines. And the water got warm like a hot tub, but evil.
And our compass spun around like it was confused. I don't know who's stirring the ocean pot, but it ain't natural. You heard it, folks. Dolphin-headed crab mutant, sprawling fish tornadoes, and Florida fishermen who see too much. Back in the studio, Sophia. Elijah, I see that you have some members of the WU behind you. What insight can they give? Any ideas as to what is going on? Here we have some members of the WU. Is that right? The WU?
Yes, the World Oceanographers Organization, the WU.
We are the WU!
Woo! So what these women are describing doesn't make sense.
Yes, I mean, you wouldn't have a creature that normally lives at the bottom of an intertidal zone mixed with the creature that is usually found in open waters. One of these creatures The dolphin wouldn't even have any interaction with the king crab. The water appears way too cold for them.
Cold?
It's freezing.
It doesn't make any scientific sense. Everything that we're seeing just seems so unnatural.
Talk about unnatural. I mean, can you imagine what would happen if someone weaponized the ring of fire and caused all of this ruckus? What a crazy disaster that would be.
The ring of fire? Why does that sound like a heavy metal band?
That's funny, but actually the ring of fire is a collection of over 452 active underground volcanoes that cause over 90% of the world's earthquakes and tsunamis.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. Who would even think to do something like that?
I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here.
Well, no good news here, folks. Back to you in the studio, Sophia and Sophia.
Bonkers! Thank you, Elijah. Just now we have an unexpected message from the leader of the WOO. Let's go immediately to Dr. WOO to see if she can shed some insight onto what is going on. Hello, Sophia and Sophia. I'm Dr. Adelaide WOO. I'm a marine biologist and I lead the WOO, the World Oceanographers Organization. Something is happening in the oceans, something big and unnatural. All over the globe, from the Pacific to the Arctic, people are reporting sightings of creatures that shouldn't exist. Fish with extra fins, tentacles where there shouldn't be any. Creatures that are part one animal, part something else entirely. These aren't made up stories. We've seen proof, and it's spreading. We've never seen mutations this fast, not in nature, which means this isn't nature. Dr. Benjamin? This is Dr. Benjamin, a leading scientist in marine genetics. He's been working day and night to figure out how this is happening.
So far we've studied 2 specimens. One was half gray white shark, half pufferfish. The body was built for speed, but it could expand and spike like a balloon. The other was the crocodile fish fused with the shark sucker. Neither should be possible, but here they are.
Dr. Benjamin believes the DNA is being changed by something, maybe even someone. We're running tests, gathering data, looking for patterns. And while we don't have answers yet, I have a feeling, a strong one. There is a mind behind this madness. Someone wants control of the ocean, and if we don't stop them, everything could change forever. My team and I are doing everything we can. The oceans are fragile. If their balance is broken, the rest of the earth could fall with it. I will not let that happen. Not on my watch. Okay, wow. That was intense. If what Dr. WOO says is true, we might be in deeper water than we thought.
Let's hope the WOO finds answers. Fast. Meanwhile, let's check in with the weatherman, Noah, and see if mutant jellyfish are in the weekend forecast. Hello! Thank you, Sophia and Sophia. We're in luck, folks. Today is going to be a So, it seems you are getting acquainted with my new friends? You have no idea. No idea what you're in for. Just wait and see.
¿Viste eso? Era real. ¿Qué era una compañera?
No sé, sentí que me estaba mirando.
Right. English. Deep breaths. Professional faces. We're still on air.
Of course. Sorry, everyone. We're experiencing a situation.
That woman, whoever she is, just hijacked our live feed. That was not a scheduled segment.
Is she the one causing all this chaos?
I don't know, Sophia, but we have another breaking report coming to us from the Arctic. Riker, can you hear us? Do you have a strong enough connection?
Yes, Sophia and Sophia. I can hear you, but you will not believe what we are experiencing right now. It's almost like someone has turned on a giant blow dryer and melting all of us. Let's talk to the researchers that brought this to our attention. Lachlan, Finley, can you tell us what's going on out there?
Well, Riker, Finley and I are graduate students from the University of Toronto.
Go Rams!
And we started hearing that polar bears were invading areas that they have never been seen before.
Yes, and as you can imagine, we are quite concerned. Not only because they are endangered people, but they're also dwindling in numbers, down to only 26,000 in total.
So our professor thought it would be a good idea to have some eyes on the ground and really see what was going on.
You can imagine our surprise when we got here, only to realize that most of the ice was not only missing, but the polar bears were nowhere to be found either.
That must have been unexpected.
Unexpected? It's a catastrophe!
How long have you been here? Do you have any theories as to what might be happening?
No theories whatsoever. We're expecting to see some slight changes, not an alteration to the entire landscape.
Thank you, Lachlan and Finley. I see that you called in some experts. The Woo's here. Can you share any insight on what might be happening?
Yes, we are members of the Woo.
We are the Woo!
Woo! We have some theories as to what might be happening, but each time we try to test a theory, they don't really seem to pan out.
Did somebody say pan? I got one right here.
No, not a pan. Pan out.
You need us to fan out, like cover the area?
No, are you guys listening?
I'm listening, but I don't really think I'm learning anything.
What I was trying to say was, we have some ideas, but the ice is melting so quickly that it is hard for us to determine if those theories are correct.
And all of this melting ice is causing the sea level to rise.
Sure, I'm ready for a surprise.
Not a surprise, it's causing the sea level to rise.
And I have a theory that would involve the superheating of underwater vents. You know, that would be ingenious and maybe explain a lot what's happening, but everyone keeps telling me that's not possible. We'll see about that.
What did you say?
I said it's awfully bright out here. Where's my hat?
Back to you, Sophia and Sophia. Maybe you guys can make more sense out of this than I can.
Thank you, Riker. Joining us now from Woo headquarters are Dr. Adelaide Woo and Dr. Benjamin. Doctors, what do you make of what we just saw in the Arctic? Thank you, Sophia. Yes, we've reviewed the footage and received the reports. The speed of the ice melt is alarming, but not random. We're detecting strange heat patterns from under the ice, patterns that can't be explained by natural causes.
The changes in polar migration suggest a dramatic biological shift. Species are adapting at speeds that break every known rule of biological adaptation.
That's what concerns me most. This isn't adaptation, it's orchestration.
Is it possible that the mad scientist that interrupted our broadcast earlier is really behind all of this?
I'm afraid it is extremely likely. She appears to be the one the media has been referring to as the Sea Queen of Chaos.
That's quite a title.
Yes, she definitely made a grand entrance. But titles aside, she's not working alone. These events are too coordinated, too calculated. We may not know her next move, but we're watching closely.
In the meantime, we're studying mutated species from every major ocean. There's a pattern. We just haven't cracked it.
We haven't cracked it yet, but we will. We're not giving up. The oceans are changing fast, but so are we. Thank you, Dr. Will. Dr. Benjamin, please keep us updated.
And now, from rising sea levels to rising temperatures, let's check in with the weatherman, Noah. Noah, do we need umbrellas or boats today?
Of course. Thanks, guys. Well, today you're going to see...
Well, you know they say and figure this out. Hybrid species, melting ice caps, and rising water levels.
You better think fast. And now a word from our sponsor.
They have arrived, mutant fish from the darkest corners of the sea. And now, you can catch one.
Hey y'all, Andy here from Andy's Fishing Hats, and I've got the best hat this side of the Mariana Trench. Introducing the Mutant Magnet. It doesn't just attract fish, it calls mutant sea creatures from the deep. Tentacles, extra eyeballs, singing turtles, you bet.
Got these fella yesterday. He won't stop quoting pirate movies, but he fits in great at poker night.
Mine tap dances every time the microwave beeps. It's like dinner and a show.
I caught another one. He sings country love songs to my toaster.
I caught one that keeps asking me what year it is. I think it's from the future.
Wowee, those are some great stories. Catch it, train it, name it Jeff. Just slap on the Mutant Magnet and reel on your own best fishing friend today.
Andy's fishing hats now available wherever mutant bait is sold. Warning, may cause mild glowing, fishy conversations, or spontaneous
fish karaoke. And don't forget, get your mutant on!
Well, we certainly have heard some wild and crazy things this morning. Just when you thought you've heard it all, a new report comes streaming in.
This one right off the coast of lovely Florida along the Atlantic Ocean. Now to our field correspondent. Noelle, what are you seeing out there?
Why, thank you, Sophia and Sophia. I'm excited today to bring some breaking news. I was fortunate enough to run into this group of vacationing tourists and have seen some crazy things on their most recent yacht trip. Oh, deep sea fishing. You know, help me understand what it is that y'all saw out there? Like, you're not going to believe what is happening out there.
Yeah, it's like totally crazy. Seriously, I'm not sure we'll ever go near seaweed ever again.
We've seen things that no one should ever see. Terrifying, strange things. Can you be a little bit more clear? What types of things did y'all see? Monsters? Aliens? Nope. Way weirder than that, sister. It's like we were out on the water on Daddy's yacht, and then Alana and Sadie started freaking out. Yeah, we were definitely freaking out. Anyway, they started freaking out, so London and I ran over to see what they were looking at. All of a sudden, this thing jumps out of the water. It was almost as big as our yacht.
And our yacht is huge.
Huge!
Like, it has a smoothie bar and a movie theater. You'd love it, news lady.
Oh, okay. So anyway, what is it that y'all saw?
Yeah, so this thing, it sort of looked like a man trying to jump the water. But now, here's the super weird part. It had claws, like actual claws. Crabby, clicky, snip, snap claws. I thought it was going to snatch my sunglasses right on my face and drive the yacht itself.
Crabby, clicky, snip, snap claws.
Yeah, claws, but it was a manta ray. Like, who gave Mr. Flappy Fins a crabby makeover? I don't know, but he needs one.
Anyway, I nearly dropped my smoothie, and you know I don't play when it comes to smoothies.
She doesn't.
Did somebody say smoothies? So, this manta crab, what did it do?
It jumped really, really high into the air, like way above the yacht. Then twisted midair and came crashing down into the water with a huge splash.
Yeah, the whole boat rocked. And then it vanished, just slipped beneath the waves like it was never there. It was so fast, like it didn't want to be seen or something. Did you happen to get a picture of it? Did you see it again? Did you see anything else strange? Slow down with all the questions, sister.
No, we didn't get a picture of it. It was way too shocking, and we didn't have any time. What do we look like to you? News reporters? Jeez.
So, anything else weird or unusual? Nope, that was it. Just this weird giant manta crab thingy. Isn't that enough? Well, yes, I guess it is. Sophia, can we cut to the interview with the members of the WOO to share the insight they had?
Of course, running the footage now.
Hello, WOO members. You have been investigating events that involve strange, unusual creatures popping up everywhere around the globe. What have you found so far in the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes, thanks for asking, Noelle. We are members of the WOO.
We are the WOO! Woo!
Now there have definitely been some truly laughable reports and bizarre stories.
And do you all as experts have any idea what might be causing this?
We have our theories, Noelle. Problem is, we have very limited actual footage of them.
That is interesting. I hope you scientists are able to gather enough information to figure out what in the world is going on.
Well, we do have some running theories. The Atlantic crew believes that the anomalies might be connected to plastic sludge or polluting that may be causing some type of mutation to occur.
Plastic sludge is like disgusting. Yes, it's pretty gross. Why do you think it could be involved in the reports we've been hearing about?
Well, we don't think it's involved in all the reports, but it appears it can be involved in this particular situation.
Yes, we believe that the plastic sludge could be altering the chemical makeup of the ocean.
Yes, the beautiful magical sludge. I can't even begin to tell you how magical.
Beautiful? Magical? What are you talking about?
Did I say that? I was talking about the beautiful magical oceans. They're so lovely. I I can't get enough of watching the water and the waves.
So, like we were saying, the North Atlantic Gyre garbage patch might be contributing to the issues we are seeing. Humans produce over 200 billion pounds of plastic each year. More than 10% of that ends up in our oceans. It seems it's really starting to affect them.
Yes, the microplastic sludge is starting to take its toll, and we think we're seeing the first mutations of what we are doing to our oceans.
That is just horrifying and sad, is it? Yes it is.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to myself.
Well, thank you, Woo members. You've certainly added some insight to the reports we've been hearing about. Back to you, Sophia and Sophia.
Thank you, Noel. What an informative report. Let's get to Noah for the weather.
Thank you, Sophia. Once again, let's try to get the weather report out to everyone in the Tampa Bay area.
Pacific, Arctic, Atlantic. Anyone starting to see a pattern on the beautiful, fantastic, unique oceans? I'm starting to see my plan clearly now. So clearly. But I'm sure it's hazy to all of you.
Can someone tell me how she keeps interrupting our transmissions?
Yeah! Can someone please tell me?
This is all starting to freak me out. First the Pacific, then the Arctic, now the Atlantic. Is no ocean on Earth safe from the Sea Queen of Chaos and her diabolical plans?
This is definitely a specific attack on our beloved oceans. Wait, there's just it. There's something happening in the Indian Ocean. Our correspondent on the ground, Eliana, is patching in with her report right now. But first, a word from our sponsors.
So you spent all day in the hot, hot sun. The heat is taking its toll and the day is no longer fun. Coconut water is where it's at. It's full of electrolytes and won't make you fat. Coco Loco is the most refreshing drink. Coco Loco doesn't come from a seed. It falls from trees and sometimes on our head. There used to be 3 of us, but a fallen coconut made one of us. Dude, don't say that. It's disrespectful. Well, it did make him dead. Dude! Hey, I'm not dead. What are you trying to do to my cocoa corn? This is my business. Oh no, he found us. Run, dude. Wow, that was something. Now to the field, Eliana. What are you seeing out there?
Sophia, some very strange stuff is being reported out here. Now, I'm not so certain how reliable our sources are, but the 2 gentlemen beside me have quite a story to tell. Can you please tell me what you saw?
Dude, like we're out catching the sweet swell.
Yeah, sweet swell.
Right?
And?
Oh yeah, and we were like inside the barrel, right? And the waves started to, crash. And there it was, this gnarly little sea turtle. Except he was
Like a light bulb, dude. He was like a light bulb.
dude, you're so right.
Wait, so you're saying the turtle lit up like a light bulb?
Yeah, like the one inside your house, dudette.
Then what happened?
Then my dudette, that little turtle was being followed by a porpoise that looked like
That looked like an octopus, man. It looked like an octopus!
dude, you're so right. It did look like an octopus. Well, from behind anyway.
So, what happened? Did you snap a picture of it? Did you get anything on film? I mean, glowing turtles and dolphin octopi, if I could ask, are you feeling okay? Have you been out in the sun too long?
Dudette, we get what you're saying. You don't believe us, but trust us. Something super weird.
Well, there you have it, Sophia and Sophia, our on-the-ground report from the 2 guys that have been out in the sun too long.
Thanks, Eliana.
So what are your thoughts, Sophia? I mean, we are watching the same feeds. Do you think this is all real or just some elaborate hoax?
To be honest, at first, I thought it was a hoax, but it seems that more and more evidence is pouring in that points to the destruction on many levels of our precious oceans. Mutant species, melting ice caps, toxic plastic sludge. I mean, what's next? What else can possibly go banana pancakes?
Pancakes. Well, it looks like Eliana's interview is here. Let's take a look.
I'm here with the members of the whale. Could someone please help me understand what is going on here?
Of course, what we're seeing out here is really frightening. We're hearing reports from other group members.
We are the Woo!
Woo! From all over the globe. While each story is a little different, the patterns are impossible to ignore. It's like the oceans are fighting back, but with really weird weapons. Yes, I can agree. We've been hearing some pretty strange reports from other members. Things like electric seahorses and squids with GPS sounds. It's not just bizarre, it's strategic, like something where someone is experimenting.
What exactly are you hearing about the Indian Ocean? Are the two surfers that I interviewed making up their mutant creatures?
I don't think they're there. We're hundreds of reports that have been coming. The stories line up in ways that are honestly hard to dismiss. We also have some ideas as why it might be happening here in the Indian Ocean. There are environmental triggers that can be accelerated, whatever mutating these sea creatures. This area is like the perfect storm of pollution and deep sea pressure for things.
Yes, it seems that the Indian Ocean has frequent oil spills due to transport of thousands of gallons a year.
20 million barrels a day are transported through the Strait of Hormuz. That's over 25% of the world's oil.
Imagine the catastrophic outcome of years and years of oil spills, leakage from ships, damage to wildlife, and fish colonies, and underwater volcanoes. Boom!
Well, that does sound like all that oil could be causing some major complications. Not only for wildlife and people, but apparently mutations as well. Thank you for your insight, Will. Sophia and Sophia, back to you.
Where are you, little volcanoes? I know you're around here somewhere. You think you can hide from me, but I will find you. And then all that oil will go boom, boom, boom.
Thank you, Eliana.
Man, Sophia, what is going on? This seems hopeless. Doesn't anybody see what's happening?
Yes, it seems that all of our poor choices are starting to pile up. It seems that this mad scientist is using all of our wants and desires against us. Maybe there's still time. Maybe we can still do something about all of this.
I don't know. Maybe. It seems we have one last field reporter standing by with another report. But before we cut to Valeria, let's try to get that weather report out. Noah, give it a whirl.
Thank you, Sophia. So, the upcoming forecast for the Tampa Bay area is all.
5, the number of oceans soon to be destroyed. 4, the number of ice caps that have completely melted. 3, the number of species that have already eradicated. 2, the number of hours you have left before my plan is fully revealed. 1, the number of oceans you have left to learn about before my plan is fully realized. 0, the number of times the weather will be forecasted.
Valeria?
Thank you, Sophia. From land to sea, what do I see? Being creatures, yippee. And who's that scientist causing the scene? No clue. But hey, I'm here with Ivy and Vicente. What did you see? Tell it to me.
Oh yes, indeed. The seas have changed. What we see is truly strange. New creatures we can't explain. From the birds to the deepest main.
Well, don't delay. Tell us today.
We track migrations near and far, chasing birds beneath the star. From pretzel swift to albatross wings, we've seen some fascinating things.
Out in the ocean, sky so blue, we saw a sight that can't be true. A whale, we thought, but wait, its head was turtle-shaped. Enough said.
And guess what? It ate a jelly. Not normal whale food in the belly. We grabbed our cans and took some shots, but then it thickened. The weirdness plot.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it. 2 new creatures, back to back. What the heck? My mind's a wreck.
You nailed it! Strange is just the start. The second one, a work of art.
S-T-R-A-N-G-E, strange and stranger. What's the meaning of the stranger?
The waves had barely come below, when something else began to show.
A shark at first, or so we guessed, but lobster claws stuck out of his chest.
It swam with speed, a wicked flair. But paws on sharks, that's just not fair.
Fascinating, terrifying. Give me an F for freaky.
F! No doubt it left us mystified as nature twisted, bent, and tied.
Sophia, upload display. No edits here. This site's a fright. Ocean mysteries are starting to wave. The Senta and Ivy, y'all were brave. Now Lou's up next to give us a spin. Stay tuned, stay sharp, let the mystery begin.
Wow, thank you, Valeria. We are definitely looking forward to that report.
So now we've heard from one correspondent in each of the 5 oceans, and all of them are seeing similar strange things. Mutations, pollution, misplaced animals. What on earth is happening?
I don't know, Sophia, but good news. Valeria's feed has finally been processed. Let's roll the video.
Woo! I'm here to say, what wild news do you have today?
Thank you, Valeria. Of course. We're ready to show what we know. We're members of the Woo.
We are Woo! Woo! We've been getting multiple reports of cross-species creatures, animals that look like one thing but have parts of another.
Yeah, it is becoming super clear someone's been messing with genetics and releasing these hybrid creatures into our ocean. If this is fact, the Sea Queen of Chaos, she is clever.
Yes, she is. We're trying to connect the dots across all 5 oceans. It seems she's using pollution and existing problems to hide her work.
She definitely has diabolical plans. It is nearly impossible to tell where the most pollution problems end and her work begins.
We've tried tracing her transmissions, but she's smart. Never broadcast long enough for us to track her location. And you never will.
Hold up. What did you say? That was sus. Replay.
I said, has anybody seen my drill?
Your drill?
Yeah, weren't we talking about transmissions?
Right, transmissions. Anyway, what do y'all suggest?
Best advice. If you see anything weird, report it to your local Coast Guard or authorities.
Exactly. If the right person spots us, I think we might finally catch who's ever behind this. She can't be everywhere at one time.
She doesn't need to be.
Well, there you have it. Mystery thick and things are slick. Back to you, Sophia. Quick.
Why, thank you, Valeria. What a compelling report. Are you alright, Sophia? You look terrible.
I feel terrible, Sophia. I can't believe all the problems we've already created for our ocean and how this evil genius is creating more chaos. Fortunately, we have Dr. Adelaide Wu, world famous marine biologist and leader of the Wu, standing by.
Dr. Wu has promised to stop the mysterious villain who's been terrorizing our oceans with mutant sea creatures.
Dr. Wu, the Sea Queen of Chaos is at large. The world is watching and counting on you. What is your plan?
Sophia, the plan starts with tracking the Sea Queen's energy signals. Every time she interrupts a broadcast or unleashes a new mutation, she leaves a pattern, or closer than she thinks.
Does this mean I can finally do my 7-day forecast?
Oh, Noah! Forecast says, not today! Hello, Sophias! Hello, world! Let's give the news a little break, shall we? I'd like a word with my dear sister.
Wait, what?
Did she say sister?
You finally said it out loud.
Oh, come on, Adelaide! Everyone loves a good twist. Yes, world. Dr. Adelaide Wu and I are twin sisters. Born in the same lab, raised in the same home. One chose to save the oceans.
And the other chose to destroy them.
I prefer the term restructured. The ocean needs new management, Addie, and Wu is old news.
You won't get away with this.
But I already have! While you've been chasing sea monsters, I've been planting my own team instead of your organization. 5 oceans, 5 new agents. That's right, I formed my own group, Mad Oceanographers Organization. They've been working from the inside and you don't even notice!
No, that's not possible. My team would never.
Sweet, sweet sister, you have no idea what I'm capable of.
This is like a soap opera meets science class.
Yeah, with evil jellyfish and sister drama.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, let's just say I've taken a leaf from your book, Adelaide. My next plan? The forest are next.
She's going after the trees now?
First the oceans, now the forest. What's next? Mutant squirrels in Times Square? This changes everything. I have to find the 5 new agents. I need to stop her before the planet becomes her playground.
Can Dr. Wu stop her sister's mad plan?
Is Wu strong enough to defeat Mu? Stay tuned to WKID News to find out.
I bet you see now, don't you? Citizens of Earth, I am your worst nightmare. My takeover is all but complete. I've collected the greatest minds in the world. I've surrounded myself with the best and the brightest, and we will take over the world.
We are members of the MOO, the Mad Oceanographers Organization.
We've wreaked havoc in every ocean.
We have thrown each of the ocean's habitat into disarray. We've upset the delicate balances of each and every one of your precious oceans.
Our plans are already in motion.
We have already taken over the oceans and the ocean animals. Next, we will take over each of the continents and all of the land creatures.
Citizens of our precious planet, the mad scientists may think they have succeeded, but I believe we can overcome their attempts to destroy our oceans and ultimately our Earth.
I implore each of you to do your part to keep our planet healthy. We have received word from the Wu, is accepting help from all willing citizens.
We have just received a collection of field reports from the Wu. It identifies all of the mutated ocean creatures found so far.
Wu has made this research available to anyone who is interested. Ordering information will be available at the end of this broadcast.
Sophia, I can't imagine what tomorrow holds. Will the mad scientists be caught? Will our diabolical plan be thwarted by the Wu? Will our citizens band together and join forces with the Wu?
Will Noah ever be able to forecast the weather? There are many questions to be answered. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same channel.
For now, we are signing off WKID. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Sophia. Good night.
Did you sweep us far from your feet?
5. The number of oceans soon to be
The stark belief.
Fortunately, we have Dr. Adelaide Lu.
Dr. Adelaide.
My tongue went crazy.
Eyes and a solid eye.
No, that's not called